Hey everyone, how's it going? Cloud here, and welcome to my guide on the Smoking Kills quest. Now, for this quest you need the following requirements. You need a level 90 combat, level 35 slayer, and a level 25 crafting. None of those can be boosted, and you need to be the actual combat level of level 90, otherwise Simona will say to you you're basically not strong enough for this quest. Even though this quest is really easy, you probably could do it at 60 combat, it's still one of the requirements, unfortunately. As for prequel quests, you need to have completed Ichklarin's Little Helper and all the prequel quests leading up to that one. That's it for the requirements. Now onto the items. You will need a Catspeak amulet. You will need either a cat, overgrown cat, hellcat, kitten, wily cat, or lazy cat. Ghostspeak amulet, earmuffs and face mask, which you can purchase from any Slayer Master. Ranged and magic equipment, a fair amount of food, and also some water skins will come in handy as well. And you're also going to need some weapon armor and food to defeat the enemy of this quest, which is a mighty banshee and a banshee mistress, but they're not too difficult, so you can kind of use whatever combat style is best suited for you for those. And the only other items I recommend bringing are some Pollnivneach teleport scrolls. That just makes getting around the quest a lot easier. You can purchase them from the Grand Exchange, and also to bring a rope with you if you haven't completed the Dealing with Scabarus quest, as there's a little shortcut that you can use at one point, and using a rope will make it accessible next time. So that's it for the requirements and items. Now onto the quest starting point. So I'm currently in Pollnivneach, and I've got here by using the Pollnivneach teleport scrolls. That's the best way of getting to this location. Other ways you can get here, if you have a player owned house in Pollnivneach, you can obviously use the teleport to your house spell. If not, the other way to get here really, it would be to teleport to Alcarid via the Alcarid lodestone, head south to Shantae Pass, and then use the magic carpet to travel to Pollnivneach. Either way, to speak to Simona, which has got the quest icon in the north part of Pollnivneach, just southeast of the Rug Merchant, to start the quest. So Simona will tell you that her sister Jesmona has been caught by a monster and trapped under the well in the centre of the town, and she'll ask for your help, which you want to accept. You then want to equip a Catspeak amulet and attempt to enter the well, which is in the centre of the town near where you teleport if you've used the Pollnivneach scroll. When you try to climb down the well, a cat named Alley Cat will stop you in a cutscene. Alley Cat warns you about the dangers of the well, which requires wearing earmuffs and a face mask at the same time. And Alley Cat will tell you to find a dead Slayer Master called Catalax and have a talk with him to learn how to combine these items. The cat will give you hints that he is buried at the ruins of Ulek, which is east of the Agility Pyramid. Now before this next step, make sure you have the following items which you should have with you: the amulet of Ghostspeak, the amulet of Catspeak, a cat or kitten, food is optional but for lower levels you definitely want to bring it, and of course the rope to set up a handy shortcut if you haven't done the Dealing with Scabarus quest. So what we want to do is either take the magic carpet to ride to Sophanum or Nada, and then head towards the Agility Pyramid, which will be then travelling a different distance from there. So start heading in the direction of the Agility Pyramid. When you get near the Agility Pyramid, you then want to start heading south from there, and you should see on the mini-map kind of where the rocky formation will slowly curve round, and you'll see like a swamp-like area on the map, and that is the direction we need to head for. So once you make your way to the entrance of the swamp, you then need to head to the northwest part of it by climbing over pillars, and then eventually you should see some stairs that you can go up. So once you've gone upstairs, if you haven't been around this area before, optionally go west and climb over a small rock wall and use your rope on a piece of rock just cutting over the edge. This will make getting to this area a lot easier. Now climbing the rope requires level 40 agility, however we're not going to be doing that at this moment. It's just so in the future coming back to this area will make it easier for you. What you then need to do is walk through the pass north of the archaeologist that we saw a minute ago. Be careful of the level 70 skeletons and the level 67 dry zombie, and then search the first sealed door to the west to enter the dungeon. So once you're in the tomb, talk to your cat and it will tell you that Simona is evil. With your cat out, you need to search the holy wall on either side of the room. One will lead to the skeleton ranger side and the other to the skeleton mages. And after a short conversation with your cat, it will tell you some special advice from special sources and enter the room. What you now need to do is turn off auto retaliate and run to break down the broken door. A pickaxe is required to break the door, but ones on your tool belt will work. And if you're quite low level, protect from range and magic is suggested to stop the damage from the low level skeletons until you've taken care of them. Once you've broken down the door, run behind it, but do not run any further as there are traps. Now after you've destroyed your door, do not walk into the room yet. Traps on the wall can hit for 800 to 900 life points each, so disarming the traps would be a great idea. Now on the wall of one side of the corridor before each set of traps is a rectangular switch. Searching the wall, not the odd markings, temporarily disables the traps. And the message in the chat box is, with a subtle grinding, a mechanism operates just ahead of you. You'd best make your move now. Once you've passed 2 sets of traps, open the door at the end of the hall and enter the room. And the room has 2 low level zombies and skeletons, and they have varied combat levels, but neither is a serious threat. Now once you've killed the zombies and skeletons, start searching the tombs in the walls, and a level 77 mummy warrior will climb out of the central tomb. Now once you kill the mummy warrior, and it shouldn't be too difficult, it will pick up either a magic path key or a ranged path key depending on which path you've obviously chosen. Once you've done that, use the key to open the door, and once inside, pull the lever. You can now walk back out to the centre again, and you'll not set off any traps on this side anymore after you pull that lever, and the skeletons will not rise and attack you. So if you just did the range side, you now need to do the equivalent to the mage side, or vice versa, but don't forget to disarm the traps in the second room. And once you've pulled the levers on both sides, the traps in the centre pathway are now disabled too, and you can go back to the centre and walk over the disabled traps with the traps clicking pass. So once you've deactivated both sides and made your way to the central room, you'll reach the dead slayer master named Catalax. You want to equip your Ghostspeak amulet and talk to him, and you have a momentary insight from a source that is completely unknown, and then know how to combine a face mask with a pair of earmuffs. So we're now coming up to the part where we'll be fighting the Banshee Mistress in a minute, so you want to head to a bank to get some supplies if you need them. If not, hopefully you've brought some form of teleport method to get back to Pollnivneach, either by the scroll or by the player-owned house, or if not, you might have to go to Alcarid Lodestone and go that way. But either way, head back to Pollnivneach when you're ready. So once you're back in Pollnivneach, go near the well, and if you haven't already, use your earmuffs with your face mask to get a new item, the masked earmuffs. Put these on and then go down the well. Once you're down the well, head north and kill a level 91 mighty banshee to get a banshee voice. Now if you don't get it the first time, just keep trying as it isn't a rare drop. Once you have the Banshee voice, you want to use it on the glowing red barrier which is directly to the north. Now do not click on anything else when the cutscene is motion, or you'll go back outside the barrier and you'll need to acquire another Banshee voice. So you'll see a cutscene showing Jesmona, the damsel in distress, and level 81 insectoid assassins and a level 94 Banshee Mistress. The Banshee Mistress will attack you as soon as the cutscene ends, so be sure to heal if needed and turn on protection prayers. So the Banshee Mistress has 15,000 life points, and she'll frequently sound an acoustic attack which deals 20% of maximum life point damage to you and knocks you down. So a lot of good food, preferably monkfish, is required unless you've got pretty decent combat gear. Now Mistress mainly uses melee, but she also casts water blasts at a distance, so using a protect from melee prayer for the first half of the fight is suggested. She'll call assassins to help her with rapid range attacks when she has less than half health. To help reduce the damage, I would definitely take care of the insectoid assassins. You know, some of you may be able to just keep concentrating on the Mistress, and once she's dead, that'll be it. But I personally think kill the insectoid assassins first and then continue to focus on the Mistress. So after you eventually kill the Banshee Mistress, you'll see a short cutscene of Jesmona being visibly angry before teleporting away, and Catalax will then speak to you. And after the cutscene, you want to return and report your victory to Simona in Pollnivneach. So, after you finish speaking to Simona, it'll come up, congratulations, you completed the Smoking Kills quest. You're awarded 1 quest point, a new Slayer Master in Pollnivneach, which is Simona, the ability to earn the full amount of Slayer points that can be exchanged with Slayer rewards, the ability to construct Slayer items, access to the Desert Slayer dungeon and Tomb of Catalax, 5,000 Slayer experience, and 2 treasure hunter keys and 2 hearts of ice. So there we go, quest complete, a pretty easy quest all in all. The requirements are not really relevant of what the actual skill is to get through this quest. Like, I still think the level 90 combat is a bit of an exaggeration against the Banshee Mistress, as a lot of people could take care of her at a lower level, but that's just the case. I think they've done that mainly for the extra Slayer benefits you can get, which is the main bit of completing this quest. So you'll now start getting more Slayer points for Slayer tasks, and you can actually start saving up a decent amount and then using them to purchase new things. One of the main focus points is the Slayer helmet, which you need to complete this quest for, and also I think you need 400 total Slayer points to learn how to make it, and that involves constructing the Slayer items with different things. And of course access to the Desert Slayer dungeon. There's lots of different monsters down there, but again, depending on what they are will depend on what you need. So for example, there are aberrant spectres in the Desert Slayer dungeon. However, you obviously need the face mask to withstand the smoky dungeon, but you also need a nose peg to be able to fight against these spectres. Now you can't combine a nose peg and a face mask. You actually have to wait until you have a full Slayer helmet in order to be able to fight them. I also believe there's a Desert Slayer dungeon mini quest which involves defeating the different bosses of the respective areas in there. So like you fought the Banshee Mistress, there'll be different ones as well depending on the type of area you go into. But yeah, other than that, I don't think you'll run into problems following my guide. However, if you do get stuck at all, leave a comment in the comment section below and I'll help you out as best I can. If not, thank you for watching. Please make sure you like, favourite, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to share with your friends. Cheers for watching, guys. Bye bye.